Assalamu alaikum, may peace be upon you, brothers and sisters.
Have you ever heard the name Linda Sarsour? If you don't know who this woman is, you should. Sarsour is a Palestinian-American activist and the executive director of the Arab American Association of New York. Sarsour is one of the women who organized the Women's March on Washington back in January. She's being championed as a beacon of light for women's rights and a new leader of the modern feminist movement. Sarsour has been endorsed by the likes of Amnesty International, the Southern Poverty Law Center, Black Lives Matter, Senator Bernie Sanders, Representative Keith Ellison, Van Jones, Sally Kohn, Susan Sarandon, Mark Ruffalo, Shaun King, and Russell Simmons. But who is Linda Sarsour really? Some interesting facts and statements from and about her can be unearthed with some digging. As soon as Sarsour realized that she was going to be put forth as a leader of the modern feminist movement, she began deleting tweets that she had previously posted to Twitter. Here's a tweet that she sent out in 2011.
Sarsour has lashed out at other prominent women who are in favor of reforming some of the tenets of Islam.
Ms. Sarsour is hostile to me, not because she knows me, but because she's a fake feminist. Ms. Sarsour is not interested in universal human rights. She's a defender of Sharia law.
Besides the tweet being severely anti-woman, the one thing that people should take into account is who Sarsour is talking about, Ayaan Hirsi Ali. Ali is the founder of the AHA Foundation. The foundation focuses on women's rights, and Ali actively campaigns against the very thing Sarsour said she wanted to do to Ali: female genital mutilation. Sarsour may be a media-professed champion of women's rights, but she also vehemently believes in the one system of law that gives women almost no rights: Sharia law.
We come to the U.S., 22 states with anti-Sharia bills trying to ban us from practicing our faith.
Sarsour has publicly supported Sharia law, which includes beliefs such as a man is entitled up to 4 wives, but a woman may only have 1 husband. Sexual submission is traditionally regarded as unconditional consent for the remainder of the marriage. There is no specific minimum age for marriage, but most agree a woman must have reached puberty. A woman becomes subservient to her husband and needs his permission to leave the house, take up employment, or to engage in fasting or forms of worship other than what is obligatory. A woman's testimony is worth only half that of a man's in court. Women who allege rape without the benefit of the act having been witnessed by 4 men are actually confessing to having sex. If a woman is married and then raped without 4 men witnessing the act, the woman is accused of adultery. Sarsour also doesn't think that Islam should be in any way, shape, or form associated with terrorism, as evidenced in this tweet. Despite her public opposition to the world's preeminent terror group, ISIS, the group could not be who they are without the word Islamic in it. According to the Center for Counterintelligence and Security Studies, 77% of terror attack plots in the United States were motivated by Islam. A 2015 study found that 99.5% of all suicide attacks worldwide were also motivated by Islam, as reported by Tel Aviv University's Institute for National Security Studies. It seems Sarsour's public tweets don't fall in line with someone that is supposed to be fighting for women's rights. One of the most alarming things that we found about Sarsour is that she will be speaking in April at an event in Chicago. The event is being hosted by an organization called Jewish Voice for Peace. The following is per Jewish Voice for Peace's mission statement. JVP seeks an end to the Israeli occupation of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. It seems as though this particular Jewish group is actually against the State of Israel. That sounds like tolerance, but not nearly as tolerant as the other woman who will be speaking at the event with Sarsour. The woman in question is Ramzia Odeh. Odeh not only is calling internationally for women to strike on March 8th, but she also has direct ties to terrorism, namely that she herself is in fact a convicted terrorist. Odeh was convicted in 1970 of taking part in 2 bombings the year before. She was convicted for her role in a bombing of the British consulate, and was also convicted of taking part in a bombing in Israel that killed 2 students and injured 9 others. It seems Sarsour is supporting a way of life that directly contradicts her being hailed as the feminist hero liberals have and will continue to make her out to be.